right, so here he is, a man who needs no introduction. GSP, wildly popular, not just in his native Canada, but around the world. Many people, DC, believe, pound for pound, that Georges St-Pierre might be the greatest UFC fighter of all time.
He is one of the greatest fighters of all time. If there was an MMA Mount Rushmore, Georges St-Pierre would be on everybody's list of top 5 fighters of all time. Just an ability to mix everything together. He was truly the evolution of mixed martial arts, from the wrestling, the striking to the grappling. He was a guy that did everything and did everything well, and it made the level of mixed martial arts raise because everyone was trying to catch GSP.
And I got good news, right next to him on that Mount Rushmore.
Come on, John.
Georges St-Pierre steps inside the octagon. He's ready to fight. So here he is, the former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson Silva. The pro record doesn't look like it did a few years ago, DC, but most people still inject the name Anderson Silva into the discussion of the greatest MMA fighters of all time.
It's because Anderson is doing us a favor every time he steps foot in the octagon. He could have walked away and protected the record, but the lure, the draw of fighting still is pulling at this fighter. And every time he walks in there, we're getting to witness greatness. You feel it when Anderson Silva walks up the steps. I remember staring across the octagon and going, holy cow, that's Anderson Silva. And he has that approach, he has that appeal to everyone that gets in front of him, not only in the octagon, but in life. One of the nicest guys you've ever met is Anderson Silva. And a renewed focus on recovery and physical therapy has allowed the great Anderson Silva to compete deep into his 40s, DC. You ain't going 45, there's no way. 45,
you're out. You're gonna voice a video game.
I'm gonna voice a video game. What a great idea.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Georges St-Pierre. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Anderson the Spider Silva.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we go with round 1 of the super fight that began the whole super fight conversation. Anderson Silva, of course, the naturally bigger man. First leg kick rounds his opponent, lifted a little bit, tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
So the kickboxer able to stay on his feet, at least for now. This is where he wants the fight, and you got to think stuff in the first shot's going to give him some confidence.
It's got to give him a ton of confidence. He said that he would be able to defend takedowns. He said that he was going to put it on this guy. But that was the first test. He's passed. Now let's see if he can continue to defend takedowns as they come in his direction.
Silva gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there. Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch.
Nice kick to the body. Way to mix up the body. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg. Nice finish.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Silva. hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom. Good work from the top here by GSP. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Right.
Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Now going upstairs with the left hook. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved it. I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. Right. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Well, Silva's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Silva's in half guard. Close guard.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. Look at him. He's getting the pressure. Oh, my goodness. He slams him down, uses straight power to escape that triangle choke. Great job. Great technique. I mean, great physicality by this youngster.
And just when you thought he might get submitted, instead he turns defense into offense and power bombs his opponent on the canvas. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Silva.
And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tough. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Oh, great reversal to top position by GSP. 5 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
Trying to give you some submissions, okay?
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round 2. Massive head kick. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to there. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Big right hand. No denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
No, another one.
Well, that overhand big weapon form throughout his career, it's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. St-Pierre's now dealing with a cheek cup.
That was a nice transition. That was right off the strike into the takedown, and it looked effortless. It did not look like he had to work hard to finish his takedown at all.
Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Well, St-Pierre's in half guard now.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Oh, big shots from the top. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And now he's got the back. St-Pierre's back in full mount.
He's got to be careful here.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Back and forth we go.
Leg kick lands, my favorite strike.
Under 2 minutes to go here in our second round. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, big knee to the body. How'd he get that one home? Lands a nice straight. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by George St-Pierre.
I love that one. I love when the guy throws a kick with that much power.
St-Pierre gets the double leg takedown. How good was that? All right, full guard here if you're the top fighter. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to pass to the next position, get the half guard so I can get my ground and pound on.
St-Pierre's eye is closing up. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
St-Pierre's in half guard. All right, side control now. Now trying to isolate an arm.
Yeah, he's trying to go to a Kimura lock. Right here, he'll either try to get the submission or use the sweep. Kimura into the arm bar. Beautiful ground and pound, and that will cut him. Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
While St-Pierre's able to transition back to side control now. Lands with the ground and pound here. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, spinning back fist out of nowhere. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Big right hook coming, it's blocked. St-Pierre gets the double leg takedown. Well, no surprise to see him rinse and repeat as he continues to target that swelling upstairs.
Targeting that swollen eye, getting back after him, making him work, and recognizing like, hey, this is my path. It's working, I'm gonna stay on it.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by George St-Pierre. North-south position now. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
Changing the position.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. Well, he's no stranger to being in this position. Strong work from the top here by GSP. We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Postures up. Oh, huge elbow. We might get a stoppage here soon.
Like that.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy smokes. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
We go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 41 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, George Rush St-Pierre!
All right, well, clearly a decision victory was not going to be enough for GSP tonight. George St-Pierre, decisively your winner by TKO.
He talked about finishing the fight. He talked about really separating himself from the